the Sandman decks I've gone with. Sandman is a very interesting card. I've sort of like previously said what I think. Sandman's the kind of card that is like deck defining, and you build like a deck around Sandman, but maybe not as like prominent as say Thanos, for example, where like Thanos, you from the get-go you've got stones, very different gameplay style, or Galactus where he's literally a wing condition. Sandman's kind of like a deck building condition where you build around Sandman. There's 100% matches that you don't want to play Sandman in, which is like very interesting, especially in the current meta. I think that Sandman would have actually been really, really good in his current state pre-Zarbu Silver Surfer nerfs in that meta. I actually think he would be good enough now that he would stop that meta and then would be able to nerf those cards. That's kind of what I'm aiming to prove today. So to explain to you the format we're going to use, at the bottom of the video where it's got the little tab things to tell you what times are, I'm going to show you 4 different decks that I've made myself. And then at the end, we're going to do a quick review. I'm going to give some final thoughts, and I'm probably going to score Sandman out of 10 or give him a rank or something. And I'm planning to do this once a week with different cards. I think it's going to be a really interesting way to sort of like look at different deck building and sort of see whether you can gain cubes using cards. Also, if you haven't seen recently, Second Dinner announced a roadmap for new card, new stuff like what they're doing over the next couple of months, and they've announced a new ranked mode called Conquest, and I can't wait for that because I've been wanting to make a video all week, but I have been struggling to come up with something that's sort of interesting enough to sort of like different enough to make a video on, and I'm kind of missing some of the cards that I really, really want, and like I've got Null pinned in the token shop. My god, do I want Null? I have so many good ideas, but they all roll around now. Anyway, Sandman. So our first deck here is a bit of a traditional take. It's a very simple deck. It's an ongoing Sandman deck. So in terms of like deck building, the idea is basically that you want to get the most value you can out of ongoing cards, and then playing Spectrum at the end. There is 100% substitutions you could make within this deck. So literally this morning I was thinking about maybe playing Namor here instead of Super Scroll, but the thing about Super Scroll is, if you've seen my previous video, I got Super Scroll and I really, really want to make Super Scroll work. I think a lot of the cards here are sort of interchangeable and could be like sort of meta dependent. I think for this particular build, as the last player is always like wanting to be Spectrum, it's very important to have just the majority of the cards be ongoing, but I think, for example, Twinjet can quite easily be replaced with Ghost. Ghost might need to be better. Ant-Man can go in there. I think Warpath can go in there. Any of these cards could really sort of go in there. I think some of them obviously would work less well than others, and some aren't as good. So obviously, like Strong Guy, probably not great. Just playing Sandman, you're probably never going to empty your hand. Also, just a side note, I have 3 Strong Guy variants, and they're all green. Anyway, and I have 4 Strong Guy variants. There's even a Pixel one. But yeah, I think there's a lot of flex on what cards you can include with a list like this. But just to talk you through my current choices. So we've obviously got Sandman, because it's a Sandman deck. Spectrum, as we discussed before, because it's going to buff everything up and it's our turn to play. And then we've got Electro. Electro and Sandman go really, really good hand in hand, because you can play your Electron free, and then on turn 5 get Sandman out. On top of that as well, we've got Wong. Wong's mainly in here for the Spectrum, but also he's got ongoing. Super Scroll, as I said before, is kind of like a nice sort of surprise if you do run into any Devil Dino lists or any other decks that rely on ongoings. And also, for example, it can mean that you get an extra Cosmo if the opponent plays Cosmo. Cosmo is just really, really good in my opinion. Just like instantly beats a lot of decks, instantly stops a lot of plans. Mr. Fantastic has really good reach, unironically. Obviously having a body that's 2 in mid and then 2 in other lanes. But also if you get a location like Sanctorum, I think. I never know how to say that. He's just got really good reach there. Armor's great, stops people blowing up your Ronin with the Shang-Chi, for example. Invisible Woman, I just like the idea of Invisible Woman in this deck. It kind of throws people off a few times. Some of the games I've played, people just sort of expect, I guess, sort of stuff like Discard or Hazmat to be behind the Invisible Woman, so a bit of head games there. Goose is really good against like Shuri decks. It literally stops them playing Shuri, which sometimes can be really good, because if you line up Cosmo, Goose, they can't play their Shuri. And they also obviously can't play Taskmaster into it. And Quinjet, lastly, it's kind of good to have a 1-drop. It could be a Sunspot, it could be a different 1-drop, but I kind of wanted to stay on theme, just using ongoing cards. Yeah, and then lastly, at the time of filming, the hot location is Project Pegasus, which means it's going to show up 60% more in games, and that's plus light energy this turn, which, to be honest, really, really benefits us playing Sandman. And sometimes that means we get Sandman out on turn 1, which against the right opponent, i.e. a Thanos opponent, is insane. So here we go. Let's get right into this. And this is the Thanos card. Please give me Sandman off the top. I'll snap. Rough. You know what? We're gonna do. Should we do this? No, we'll do it left. So we're gonna play this left, and we're gonna try and sneak this in. Dr. Doom on 1. Okay. I like Super Scroll against Thanos as well. So one of the other reasons that like Super Scroll is kind of spicy is because against Thanos you obviously benefit from all the ongoings. So like you get the -1 from the Soul Stone and any other ongoing cards they play, which can be quite sneaky. I don't really have a lot to say at the moment, to be honest. These ongoing decks, like, well, this particular version is very uninteresting. It's interesting he's played Lockjaw into the lane, so I mean that kind of says he doesn't have Sandman. So we've already got our Wong. So realistically, the only other thing we need to play here is Spectrum. So we can kind of leave a gap there. It's a cool Lockjaw. I've just got it. Okay, here we go. Stature. Okay. And Thanos. That's big. See, this is one of those. I guess we always play Sandman here. It's just whether we play Sandman. I think we play it right, and then we probably play. Well, we need him to not play loads of stuff in mid, right? Because or him to play loads of small stuff. This might have been a bad play. It might have been better to play Ronan. Because if we draw Spectre, oh man, okay, he's doing that. Time. So he can only play one card here. We're gonna retreat just because it could be Arrow, and if it's Arrow, he just slams Arrow right, and we can't do anything. Escape. I mean, I didn't think about this when I decided to make this little Sandman video, but Project Pegasus is probably a really, really good location for playing Sandman because it comes down turn 1. It's the same guy. Very unique name, Mental Monkey. Okay, give me Sandman. One of these days, guys. One of these days. Doesn't really benefit us wonging Electro, I'm not gonna lie. I think I might just Invisible Woman Ronan. Okay. It's not terrible for us necessarily. This might be a nice little win. If that's something small that just got some card, then it's a good spot. Nice, yeah, okay. Now, if we can draw Sandman, I'll snap. You've got it, right? Because we're going to win mids, surely, and then the Ronin on the right is going to be huge. We're going to have a full hand. You and your silly Infinity Stones, Mental Monkey. So, my experience with playing Sandman is that, obviously it depends on the deck. Yeah, sweet. Is that if you have the Electro and the Sandman, if you're against an opponent that wants to play a lot of cards, then it's like an instant snap if you hit Sandman on. If you hit the Electro into Sandman, sorry, I'm having a moment there. It's also quite nice as well when stuff like this happens. So he just got a free Super Scroll, which is affected by Quinjet. Well, never mind. The Super Scroll does not get affected by Quinjet. So this is probably just good cards. It could be a bot as well. I always see like Iceman now, and I just think bot, even though I know it's not necessarily. The card with the highest power here gets +3. So we're going to play Invisible Woman here. So the thinking behind this is that if he slams like a Cosmo or something, we can just stick Ronan in there. And we may well do that. It may well, at the moment, it kind of... Ooh, okay, we're skipping turns. We've got the Sandman. I mean, I think we definitely want to play into right. So... He does not want to play into right. Shuri, yep. So I really like Sandman here because a lot of these Shuri decks now play She-Hulk and skip 5. Ah, rough. Oh, and it's the Red Skull. So he can only play one card, right? So if we play Ronan... Okay, this is actually quite interesting. If we play Ronan, Ronan's going to gain 12, it'll be 15. Plus 2, 17. Oh, that's not quite enough. Yeah, wow, sad. Escape. So, yeah, as I sort of said at the start, I think this deck does struggle quite a lot against Shuri. So, if you're looking for a good deck to find, this can work, but probably not, like, right now. I think they're announcing changes to Shuri and Thanos soon. I kind of hope they don't nerf them into the ground. I kind of hope it's stuff like changing Red Skull rather than changing Shuri herself. I think that Shuri's a very cool card. Same with Thanos. I think like if they gut him too much, it's just gonna feel really bad playing him. And I think they kind of know that, which is like why they need to be careful how they nerf them. But it's quite a cookie-cutter deck, and I think sometimes, like with Marvel Snap, I think some of the more exciting decks are definitely to do with like cool like card combos. So like with this deck, for example, it's just very, I would say dull. It's not dull. It's just it's very like by numbers. So I don't have like massive amounts to say right now because like, you know, I'm just gonna keep playing cards one at a time. I mean, the other thing is as well, right, we've got Strange Academy, so all we need to do is stack one location and then play something. Actually, never mind, I'm silly. Okay, I think we're playing... I want to play the Super Scroll so badly. But I also want to play the Sandman. This is the problem as well. This deck's quite heavy, this version. I don't think this is my favourite, so what do we want to do? We don't want to play mid. You know what's good? I'm going for the Super Scroll. The Super Scroll is going to make it easier to maintain our win on Asgard. And then I think now we need to play Sandman right. And then we need to play Spectrum probably right as well. I think this is a snap. I actually think this is really, really good. I can't... Yeah. I was going to say, I feel like we're in a really strong spot. Okay, cool. Wickets. There I am saying, like, oh, it's not that great of a deck, but there was actually, like, some pretty nifty plays in there. Second card, huh? Yes, it is. Come on, Sandman off the top, one time. Project Pegasus. God damn it. I think we're just going to dump a load of cards, right? We'll just do this mid. We've got Super Scroll again, which is nifty. Leech. Okay. Not too fussed about the Leech. I think an ARG just to make it seem like it was something important. Yeah, it's still a 4-4 now. something. And there's the Spectrum. He didn't hit Spectrum, so it's all good. All good. Gamelon. I actually think we're going to let him have it, and we're just going to play for left. And we're going to abandon. Whoa, he didn't want to play into the Gamelon. My boy's scared of that Shang-Chi. Okay, so because Spectrum's lost his ongoing, he no longer gets the benefit of Spectrum, so we're playing left. Yeah, that's a stone. Mirror damage. It's a shame we didn't get that benefit. So you can't play anything too big on mid. I think we're just going to play Ronan right. And then we're just going to play Spectrum on 6. I think we're looking pretty strong. As long as these lockjaw rolls aren't anything crazy. Shame we didn't get that with the Super Scroll. Negative zone, Sunspot, something small. Okay. So unfortunately, I think we probably lose here. I'm going to try and spread it out a bit. So if he's Shang-Chi's right, he needs to play something else with the Shang-Chi to beat the body of Spectrum, is what I'm thinking. And then, I mean, he could just slam like Thanos left and we'd be screwed. Okay, small stuff's actually better for us. Ooh. I think we win. Oh yeah, we win. We win. You know what? I don't know why I wasn't even thinking about mid. I'm like looking at it like I was like looking at mid and I was like, well, it's -6 versus -2, so we can't beat that. As we, you know, that's a gap of 8. I just completely forgot his was a minus. So I think this is 100% a list that you could gain cubes with and climb, but I think you'd have to be very patient. I think it's also very meta-defined. Like some lists, I feel like you can just play cards. You can play in any sort of environment, like good cards. So like the good cards list, you can kind of get away with playing regardless of the meta, because they're just good cards. But a list like this definitely does suffer when you run into a lot more Shuri decks, which is the matchup I kind of expected to hit at some point. Just Invisible Woman less. I just like the Invisible Woman as well. I feel like there's the Invisible Woman as a tech card. It's just so funny. Like, no one ever knows what to do. No one knows how to do that. This looks like Shuri. Ooh. Do I play Electro here? I'm going to play Electro because I kind of want to try and snipe his Shuri, right? So he's going to probably go for a Shuri here. And if I can block it, I probably win. So we got a 50-50, right? So, if I was playing Shuri, I would probably play Shuri mid. That's my thoughts. We're gonna stay for the snap. He's snapping, but like, if he plays his Shuri mid, then we're gonna snap straight back. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Oh, what a shame. Got him. And then I think we're just going to drop Sandman so that he can't play more than one card. This might have been a really bad snap, but you just kind of have to do it sometimes, do you know what I mean? Like, it just has to be done. Yeah, that was a really bad snap. Oh man, okay. So that's what I mean, like, because we don't have any like actual tech tools in here. If we just ran a Shang-Chi, we would have won that easily. But that's not what we're trying to achieve with this deck. I was trying to think what actually happened with Shang-Chi. I don't know if we do. Right, okay. But yeah, I think this deck will only improve as time goes on because there will be better ongoing cards. Okay, Space Throne isn't terrible. I don't really care about the rock. Yeah, I don't really care about the rock. Okay, this is looking like Devils, which is sick, because I swear, every time I put Super Scroll on my deck, I don't queue into anyone playing Devil Dinosaur or Ronan. Yeah, sure, the Mr. Fantastic Surprise is fine. I don't really care about drawing cards. If anything, I want them to draw cards, because I'm probably playing the Ronan in left. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I just want to see a couple, so in terms of snapping with this deck, I just want to see a couple more like cards that sort of make things worthwhile. Okay, I'm gonna Super Scroll here. Okay, he's seen my Spectrum. That's fine. Have Spectrum. I'm gonna do this. And then he's gonna think that I'm gonna play Spectrum on turn 6. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. I've got to snap, guys. I've got to snap. It has to be done, right? So he doesn't even have priority reveal, so he can't play too many cards. I just don't think he can beat Ronan. I also think I have a Ronan variant, so I don't know why I'm using this cheap. I mean, I say cheap. This guy's like shredded. Like, look at these abs. You know, I had the carnival version of Ronan in my shop, my skin shop, variant shop the other day, and I really wanted to get it. I just can't justify it, but I've actually been playing a lot of Ronan with this deck, and I really want to get Master Mold, and when I do, I'm definitely going to play a lot of Ronan, so I should have got it, man. Like, the carnival games and, like, athletics variants are so good. God, I love them so much. He's really thinking about this, but I'm pretty sure a well-placed arrow could screw me, but actually, maybe not. I don't know, man. I think that this is the creamy, dreamy deck match for this game. Whereas like the Shuri deck's just too strong. Like this Devil Dinosaur, like if they nerf Shuri into the ground and Dinos come back into like that sort of player base, like I'm gonna make some cubes. Rough. Feels bad, man. Give me the early fist bump. He's probably like, what do you mean? Where's the Spectrum? And it's like, oh no! Oh, it's not big enough, man. Damn. Damn you, Super Scroll. I should have done the maths. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of expected him to play more than one card, to be honest. But then I guess he didn't need to. Okay, right, back to the Thanos deck. That's fine. Thanos decks are probably our biggest prey here. I just as well, as the as it's a hot location with Project Pegasus. Give me Sandman. Show me my guy for the snap. Damn it, game. One time. Okay, cool. So because of this, I'm thinking, let's get the Super Scroll out, and let's get Electro out. And then the idea will be that hopefully we just draw into Sandman naturally next turn. Okay, it's nice to see that Magneton there, get a good big body out of the way. There he is, my perfect boy. Okay, we're gonna play Mr. Fantastic mid. He just has good reach, so it kind of plays well around the Necroshard and also like benefits Dark Dimension. And then hopefully this guy just concedes next turn when he sees Sandman. Okay. Everything is going according to plan. Surely this is the concede. So we'll probably drop Spectrum next turn into Dark Dimension. And then the turn after probably Ronan, depending on where he plays. But he's only going to be able to play like, I can still. The sad thing is we can still lose this. This deck just isn't quite competitive enough. Like as far as like versions of the Sandman deck, I think this is the most natural. I think like ongoing cards are really strong. The Spectrum benefits him. I was running like Spectrum Destroyer at one point with Sandman post buff. And I just didn't quite feel like it had like the power and the reach I needed. Don't know if we snap him at this point. The problem is Leech does kind of fuck us a bit still. But it depends where he plays. So if he plays it like... I don't know actually. Maybe, maybe not. All I'll say is this experience of playing this first Sandman deck is really highlights the importance of running Shang-Chi. Like, Shang-Chi is such a good deck. Okay, he's going for the big man. So, my Ronin is gonna have... So, this is the tricky thing, right? So, let's do some maths here. So, my guy's got 6 cards in hand, so Ronin's gonna be... Come on, Dan, brain. Ronin's gonna be 13, so Ronin's bigger than Thanos, right? Plus, Ronin gets hit by Spectrum. So Ronin Spectrum. So this is 15. this must be so hard to watch. This is 15. This is now 4, so that's 19. So 19 mids. Okay. So I would play it right? But if this is a stone, which it is, because he played 1 mana, I think we lose this. It depends on whether or not he's drawn the stone, right? Because if this is whatever stone it is, he'll play 1 stone and the sunspot will go up. So we basically have to play Ronin right and hope that it's not the other stone that he plays this turn. If he's got the other stone, fair play, we lose. Okay, that's fine, we win. Go team. Oh, I really wanted to snap as well. I'm so sad. Wait, what? Oh, the stones. Wait, what? I'm dumb. Okay, I have not had enough sleep for this. This is like a disaster. So I think if you're better at maths than me, like, I wish you could see the board after the game's finished. That was insane. Oh my god. That was preventable, guys, and I big brained it as well. I even explained to you guys the maths, and then just immediately was like, yeah, that's fine though. He's only played 4 stones, even though there was 5 on the board. That was wrong with me. I think if any of you ever want to hit Infinite and are worried about sort of like, am I good enough for the game to Infinite? I promise you wholeheartedly you are, because people like me exist, and I'm just chilling. I'm just doing my thing. Okay, rocks do not benefit us. If that location turns into rocks as well, we're so screwed. Slow turn. Oh my god, give me the Sandman game. Give me my guy. No, we still don't want to do it. Okay. I'm probably going to back down if I get leeched here, which seems very likely. Never Sandman. Okay. Weird to play the Space Stone there though. I guess you've got the armor instead. You can redeem yourself, Sandman. Okay, this is looking like a true deck. I can't believe. I mean, I guess he could have 3 rocks. It's possible, right? Ronin do be looking kind of good though. Although he could just drop all of his rocks and bring my guy down. Lockjaw, Reality Stone, something that benefits us. Yeah, that doesn't... Well, I mean, it protects the Ronin, but it's not very good. Okay, at least he rolled a rock. So we play Spectrum, right? Spectrum goes off twice. We never win middle. We sometimes win right. That gives us 11. So he doesn't need much to beat it, but it could all be rocks. God damn you, America shot. I don't know. I don't feel like I've seen many lists with America Shavas in the panels. I should have been treated fair, but so close as well. The deck just doesn't quite have enough reach. It's okay, I would say by far this is the weakest of the Sandman deck. I haven't made this video with the intention of showing you the power of Sandman, and I've gone into it ill prepared. I have some very spicy boys to show you guys. Oh, not the Super Scroll. Also, think about how much better these games would have gone if this wasn't a Super Scroll and this was an actual playable card. Oh my god, it's finally happened. Surely I have to do it, guys. Surely. I mean, if he's playing good cards, though, it's not really like necessarily a deck that. The meme. There's also the fact that I could go Wong Electro and then just play Sandman next turn, and that's pretty good too. Vision's interesting. Having seen the Vision Alchemist, I feel like that's given me. I don't even ask why, guys. I just think, oh, Mojo World, okay. Yeah, I mean this depends now because if he has like Doctor Doom, this could be bad. Wave, sure. We got priority, right? So let's say he plays. Let's say he plays Doom. That's fine. We're committing a lot to this whole Mojo World thing. Okay. Galactus? Arrow. I think we'll probably lose now, to be honest. I mean, if we draw Spectrum, we can still... but we'll lose the tie. No, we won't lose the tie. Spice. I already snapped him, I give him the old ARG. He'd be like, oh no, he's playing Sandman as well. He's playing a better version of Sandman. Okay, if he has Cosmo, we lose. Alright, this is the last game we're going to play with this deck. Please. Okay, Doom literally does not matter. Beautiful. Nice arrow, bro. Nice arrow, bro. Best card in the game. Oh, I wanted to emoji it. It's a cool arrow, though. Okay, cool. So, after 10 games, we actually netted -6 cubes there, if you can believe it. And I know. I actually think there was the game where we snapped really, like when we blocked to Shuri. That was a big loss for us. That could have been a much lower loss. So yeah, not my favorite version of the build. I think over time, as I said, when more ongoing cards come out, and still now unlock more ongoing cards, definitely will be better. My Dark Orc I just feel would be quite good in this deck sometimes. Cool. On to the next one. So, Sandman deck number 2. So, a combo that has been really popular in Marvel Snap is the iconic Black Panther into Wong into Arnim Zola. I wanted to try and make this version as consistent as possible. So the idea is that you've got Sunspot to sort of give you some early board presence, and then 3 ramp choices, either Wave, Psylocke, or Electro. They in turn will enable you to get your Sandman out early, or alternatively Magic, to get an extra turn. They also enable you to start getting combo pieces down sooner if you need to. I then put Doctor Doom in here, just in case Black Panther decides not to show up, plus sometimes Doctor Doom, plus Wong is insanely cracked. Like, Doctor Doom plus Wong can win you a lot of locations, especially if you're playing into Storm or Sanctum Sanctorum again. And then I've also got Absorbing Man in here. Absorbing Man's a bit of a weird one. I just feel like he's got some interesting value in this deck, and I think his ability to double ramp with Electro, or wave into Absorbing Man into another wave, etc. Or just doubling up on the Magic. Or sometimes, if you're especially spicy, doubling up on the Doom. Unfortunately, Absorbing Man does not get affected by Wong. But Absorbing Man, you can always Absorbing Man and then Arnim Zola him and he retains the battle cry. So, for example, if your Black Panther gets hit by a Cosmo or something weird and like can't be doubled, you can always Arnim Zola your Absorbing Man. Last Captain Marvel. I don't know why. I just kind of like when I was making these decks and playing them a bit, I just sort of like really started liking and appreciating Captain Marvel, and I think the idea of Wong Arnim Zolaing Captain Marvel might be pretty spice. So we shall see. Anyway, on to the next one. Lots of Thanos there. I'm really like on the watch for Thanos decks with this as well. I just feel like all of these Sandman decks are, like, naturally do quite well against Thanos. Obviously, there's the chance they high roll. That's like part of the reason everyone doesn't like Thanos so much at the moment. Okay, cool. So this is what I'm talking about, right? So we can Electro, Absorbing Man, and then I absolutely love Absorbing Man. I just think the card looks neat. I think if it was the same ability on a different card, I wouldn't love it anywhere near as much. But there's just something so cool about Absorbing Man. I probably should have played them in separate lanes because I've kind of like had myself in now for playing either of these. But this is fine. Jubilee, okay. Nice Jubilee skin. Magic, okay, alright, yeah, I think really stupid enough. We're also not running like any tech cards, so yeah. We'll play Captain Marvel. I don't think my guy's gonna. I have so much energy. I don't think my guy's gonna destroy his own. What's it called? Limbo. So hopefully we can just swing this. That's what's gonna be so good. Do we play Wave? Wave doesn't really benefit us. We could just skip it. Like, what do we actually... So... What's he trying to achieve? We'll skip. We'll see what happens. He also skipped. Okay, that's terrifying. So what's he going to play? Taskmaster... I mean, I could skip and tie left, right? What's he playing that's so... I'm so confused. Obviously it's going to be She-Hulk. Oh, She-Hulk Infinite. Yeah, we're good. I'm surprised my guy didn't snap. I would have snapped when I played the Magneto if I was him. Okay. Okay, so that one was on us. We kind of played ourselves a bit there by playing the Absorbing Man and the Electro in the same lane. Don't do that. Come on, game. Give me the Sandman. I think, if nothing else, this whole game will speak to the statistics of actually hitting Sandman off of the top, right? I could just be a dick and just Electro Wave, and then my guy just can't play any cards now. Oh, is he Thanos? Oh, he is Thanos. I mean, I can't play any cards now either, so doesn't really benefit anyone, really. But I didn't really want to play. I didn't want to put my cards out too soon, especially as I didn't know what kind of deck he was running. Hopefully, we don't get leached here. Okay, Power Stone's fine. Nice. No one can play anything. So jarring. Yeah, dude. I mean, literally, unless he gets, I guess he could have. She-Hulk? No, he doesn't have the extra energy. Yeah, he literally can't play anything. It's taking so long. Oh my god. Okay, so the last card we played was Wave, right? So I'm gonna Absorbing Man here because, like, right, let's not make the same mistakes we have previously. So we're gonna Absorbing Man the Wave, and then we're gonna play Sandman next turn. Space Stone again. Wave, cool. Okay. Please be something. Be something Magneto. Okay, alright, well. That messes with my plans a bit, I'll be completely honest. I really wanted the card draw as well. He's only going to be able to play one card, but like, surely if you're him, you're playing a big card right? I think we gotta hope that he dumps a few cards. Oh, okay. Okay, unfortunate. Very cool, dude. I wish I'd played Bleach. I don't actually think we can win this now. So we're just gonna back out, save ourselves some time.
Escape.
So I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I just think like, I think like the problem with that deck is like literally Leech. I don't even hate like the interaction between Lockjaw and Thanos. We're gonna go through the battle. I just think like Leech, just like, but I hate the idea of just getting rid of Leech. I think Leech is really good and really healthy. Like, imagine all the decks that don't exist because of Leech. And I know that sounds really like, you know, like, oh, I should put,
Breaking news.
like, Leech is a necessary thing. Oh, okay, we're playing Thanos, are we? Oh my god. Oh no, I like looked at the Psylocke and I just didn't even register it. Okay, so if I'm playing, not Thanos, Galactus, if I'm playing Galactus, I think I have to play this, and then I think we just have to take a risk here. I mean, if he plays Galactus and he rolls, and he's got Galactus and he's got first priority, we're just going to lose the Electro anyway. Okay, fine, we're doing this. Okay, well, at least now we know where the Galactus is going. Can we stop a Galactus? That is the question. I mean, we're going to play Sandman, right? In the hope that Ice can play. Oh, this could be nasty. I think the thing is, it's like, does he have null? Yes or no? And that's how we know whether he's won or lost again. Whoa, Galactus, that's crazy. Okay, how much power is it? 15. And then I think like the thing is, do we wanna risk it being null or not? Because if it's null, do we beat null? We've got first reveal, so if it's not null, we win. I actually feel pretty good about this. Even then, right? So like my Shang-Chi will be no, I mean if it's null, we lose. If he hasn't got null, we win. I think this is a big bluff moment. You know what I mean? Because like this beats Death. This beats Shang-Chi. The only card he can have that wins is null, and he's got 3 cards left in his deck. So I think, obviously, mathematically, I think it favours him. But, yeah, you would have snapped if you had null.
Wakanda forever.
I thought I'd messed up the massive today. I just like to give a disclaimer, guys. I've had like literally 3 hours sleep at the time of recording. So this is not prime Sandman snapping hours. I got home from work at 5:30 in the morning, and I wanted to sleep, and then get up and film this in the afternoon, because Sunday is like my day off. I kind of want Sunday to be my video day, because I have a bit more time to sort of think about things, and sort of, this is the last one I want to do where I don't, oh my god, finally happens. Please don't be Galactus. Please be someone who doesn't benefit from Sandman. She-Hulk. God damn it. It's a Shuri deck, no! To be fair, beating Shuri decks isn't too bad for us, man. All the energy. Yeah, I wanted to get up about like 3 or 4 in the afternoon and film this. But my partner actually didn't wake me up. I think they just woke up naturally. But like, it's starting to get really bright outside, and I left the curtains open in our lounge, or I think she'd left the curtains open. And I just woke up, you know, and like, oh, it's just the worst. I hate it when that happens. I'm gonna drop the magic. I'm actually thinking this game might be a double Captain Marvel game. I really want to get the Captain Marvel out there, I don't know. If we don't draw one here, I think it's going to be Captain Marvel next time. I think it's kind of got to be. Okay. This is very susceptible to like Scarlet Witch, sort of like Storm shenanigans. But I mean, oh, that's rough. Really cool as well. I wish I could run Christmas. So, this is going to seem like the craziest thing in the world, but I might actually Black Panther on Zola left. Because I feel like, unless it hits Sandman, we're in a pretty good spot. God, I hate that so much. I think it's like a smile, it just... Or we could Doom, right? Because if I Zola, I lose left. No, because if I Doom, then Captain Marvel. I kind of have to just go for the Hail Mary Zola, don't I? I'm kind of hope. I don't think I can. I think that Cosmo actually like cuts us so hard. I don't know. I mean, I guess he could. Captain Marvel, man. This is what I mean. Captain Marvel goods. I'm gonna retreat. I'm gonna retreat. I can't do it, guys. I can't make a educational video and just recklessly snap the whole time. I'm trying to help people play like cards that aren't as good and improve. I can't just like recklessly snap. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure I organised these decks in sort of like ascending order of how good I think they are, so do not worry, this is only my second idea of a deck that you could have fun with. I think this one's definitely a lot more of a fun sort of deck. You do have a lot more like susceptibility with this deck. And I think part of the reason that the Black Panther, Elysium, really spicy. What are you saying, Pegabarus? That's a dope name. Okay, we're gonna play right just in case it's a location we can't play into. Yellow Jacket, Lizard, Galactus, question mark? Or is this some kind of shenanigans? There it is, Project Pegasus. You know what we could do? I'm gonna do this. Just hope that one of those is Cosmo. Okay. What's this? Yes! Cosmo, we've got him. We can snap now. Everything's fine. My guy can only play one card a turn now. I kind of want to play the Sunspot though, just to sort of get the. But then. This is fine.
Wakanda forever!
He could Shang-Chi us, which would be quite funny. So if he's going to Shang-Chi us, this is where absorb. Oh no, wait, yes. Yeah, dude. I mean, oh. Okay, so two things, right? So it could be Arrow, but it could also be Shang-Chi. He's got first reveal, so if it's Shang-Chi, cool. So we're going to play Absman. If he's Shang-Chi's a snipe, okay, Magneto. Kind of sad that I played Absman, man, I'm not going to lie. I think it's still good though.
Forever!
Okay. The only problem we've got here is, if this doesn't hit the Black Panther, we lose. Wow. I don't think I could have played around that. I mean, I should have retreated really when he magnetoed it. But yeah.
Wakanda forever!
At least he absorbed it and gets his voice. That's so funny. It's not going well with this deck so far either, is it? But then I blame this on the snapping. I think it's very possible to, you know, ooh, mystery variant. Yeah, we'll definitely do some boxing. It's okay, we can pull this back. The last deck did -6 cubes, and we're on -9 cubes for this deck at the moment. So the score to be -6 cubes. It's almost as if like telegraphing what you're gonna do with wrong isn't like the best play in the world. This guy looks like he's playing Mr. Negative, right? So like, surely this is a good matchup for us. Plus, you can't play Cosmos to Crimson Cosmos. You have Psylocke in his hand. Or are you kidding me? Is this a bloody... My god, I swear if it's in other Galactus list.
Wakanda forever!
Okay, I panicked a bit and played Black Panther because I wanted to set up the Arnim Zola, which is fine. What is going on? So we got we got Iron. Wait, what? Where did the Ironheart come from? Oh, the Psylocke's mine. This is the Ironheart. Okay. I'm still very confused. I think we're gonna go for... You know what? We're gonna go for a bit of a bamboozle here. We're gonna play Wong mid. Okay. Which kind of sucks. But not that much. Because we've still got that, yeah. We skip. We could skip. Probably like a hazmat deck, isn't it? So, I think we want to add a tiny bit of power left. I'm not convinced, bro. I'm not convinced you've got this. I think what we're going to do is we're going to play the wave left just to get a little bit of power in there. And then just let this ride. I'm trying to think what we lose to. Okay. One hazmat maybe? Yeah, sure. Yeah, that was an interesting choice. I should have snapped because we've had such a like bad run with the with the aggressive snapping. Like, I don't really like that line of play though. Like you leached, so if you thought I was gonna Arnim Zola or play something big, I guess you could think I'm just gonna play stats, but then I would have just slammed the stats mid surely. Or if I'd slammed stats left and it was just something huge like. I would have lost that. Devil of Hell's Kitchen. It's a name. Barely even fits in the box. I'm gonna play Psylocke, right? So like, a lot of the time I'll play cards into unrevealed locations like this, just because I think the amount of cards or locations that benefit an unrevealed card is so much like, benefit an unrevealed location is so much higher than the ones that don't. So for example, with like Mojo World, it just helps that now you've already got a Mojo World in there. We're gonna play Wong mid. Just because I live yet, no Cosmo, but this is looking like a Shuri guard. Third, 5 cards. Okay. It's the trash man. He's gonna come into the ring and start eating trash. Crimson Cosmos is pretty spice. So we're gonna try and set it up so it looks like we've got Black Panther combo. But in reality, I'm kind of hoping we draw Doc Doom so that we can Doom mid and just build up Mojo World and left a bit of a surprise sort of way. I mean, if I draw Doom here, I'll be pretty happy. So the thought process is he's probably not going to play for mid. He's probably going to try and kill Mojo World, or he'll skip, and this would be like a She-Hulk thing. Actually, no, it's weird. It could be Hazmat again. Oh, rough, dude. rough. You gotta hate it when that happens. And then he's probably like, well, I can still win because I can just play into like Mojo World. I can play whatever my multiple lane hits are. Yeah. Kneel before victory. So yeah, so this deck struggles in my opinion against Red Skull Shuri. But if you're playing like the Moon Girl, oh I skip turn 5 or whatever, I'm gonna play multiple She-Hulks and an Infinite or like stuff like that. It does well, as you've seen. When you don't get Cosmo. This location as well, oh my god, it blocks Cosmo. It doesn't block Magneto, which seems to be quite prominent today, but yeah. Okay, cool. And what are you playing right now? 12 cards. This is my first game, go easy. Next turn's turn 3. You could just play Psylocke and Absman just to get like some serious like energy game, but I don't think we need to. I think just playing Magneto and Psylocke into the empty locations is fine. Bishop. Rescue, okay. That's a cool card. Rescue has a dope animation, right? Like Hawkeye has a dope one as well. Feels bad flowing in mana. That's the only energy, that's the only thing I'm thinking about. You know, I'm gonna... This would be really stupid if he plays Cosmo here, right? Because, you know, okay. Good wave. Good magic. I might magic just to get rid of this. Right. Like, I know it's not ideal, but... Do we actually care about it though? This looks like some kind of Silver Surfer shenanigan. I don't think we actually care about it. Okay. Hitting us with those tech cards. Do we play magic here? I don't think so. I think what we'll do is we'll play Wave so that we can't play more than one card. I feel like this is going to be a Sarah turn, right? So we're going to see Sarah come out. My guy's really chilling with all these basic cards though. The guy does not like wearing, what's it called? The rainbow effects. Which I understand. I feel like the rainbow effects aren't great. Like sometimes they look alright. But I am a big fan of Inkified and whoa, that's a bit of a nail in the coffin. It's kind of screwed us over, really. We could win, but if he plays literally anything left, he lose. We're gonna retreat. We're gonna retreat. We're trying to advertise this as being viable, so we're gonna retreat and stand. Okay. Right, a couple more on this one, and then on to the next one.
Parker!
Wicked Jubilee Skin. Okay. This is probably like a traditional what's it called? Lockjaw Jubilee style sort of thing. Ow. Okay. I don't think we're going to ever manage to fill up the Wrath first. I think that's kind of a given at this point. Because he's going to throw so much stuff into the Wrath, I think he's going to do this. He's probably going to fill it. Which means that he can't cancel my magic. So... this way he just leeches us. I never know how I feel about crossbow variants. Like, that's a cool variant, but at the same time I don't know. There's just something about it. I mean, I imagine it's very iconic. Something's a bit stinky, but... Okay, Black Panther, so we are missing... 5 cards left. Got one more turn to draw thingy. I'll play the Captain Marvel. I really want to get like a Arnim Zola Captain Marvel turn, just to sort of like get them all flying around. Ah, literally the exact same card and the exact same rarity. Nah, man. That ain't it. Don't even trip though. Okay. We're gonna hedge our bets. We're gonna play on both sides, so we always come out on top.
Wakanda forever!
Wakanda forever, my friend. We've got the Wong, but the question is, will this just get destroyed by Cosmo? If he's got Cosmo, we're gonna like take a big hit here. I guess we can still Doc Doom next turn. Worst case scenario. The one thing I will say is because this combo is so incredibly telegraphed, I don't love snapping with it. So I think if you're looking for a deck where you feel like you can snap a lot, I don't know if this is it. But I feel very like self-conscious trying to like snap around. So yeah, stuff like that just happens crazy. Maybe sick. American Star does this. Okay. Interesting. Right. I mean, at the end of the day, right, he's got to add 8 in left, which is just way too easy. It's just not worth it. We should have... I thought about Arnim Zola here, I'm not going to lie. I mean, if I'd Arnim Zola, though, and then he'd had... what's it called? I just said Captain Marvel, though. Yeah, I should have Arnim Zola. So I was going to say, with Shang-Chi, but yeah. Okay, well, we only lost 1 cube, so that's cool. Last game with the step, big clear. Let's get 8 cube win just to go positive, you know. Okay, Gamma Lab's kind of dope. Nightcrawler, I'm snapping. My main concern about snapping here was that it was going to be Galactus, but I just feel like you just don't run Nightcrawler and Galactus. Yeah, it's a move deck. It's fine. Now the real question is, does a move deck run Shang-Chi? Probably not is the answer. Okay, the Bolt kind of sucks. We're probably going to get rid of that next time. So the main reason we're snapping here as well is because we've hit the Electro, we can just transfer the Electro, and then if the Electro gets destroyed, it's like... whatever. Not ideal, but not terrible either. Strange, to the Dagger, which is fine. We've got to be a bit mindful here though, because obviously Captain Marvel can't definitely move stuff. I think we just drop Sandman down, to be honest. And then maybe Magic on the Bolt, but probably not. I mean, to be fair, we could just Arnim Zola the Hulk, which might just be really, really good, to be honest. Oh, snap. I didn't snap, didn't I? Yeah, it's not necessarily move it. Yeah, I actually think we're kind of quite happy here. Because he's only going to get to play like... I mean, we can even Doc Doom and then just Arnim Zola our Hulk, which is pretty snazzy, to be honest. Yeah, it looks like he's probably just going to Heimdall next turn, right? So... you know what, I'm like, oh yes, we'll just play Doc Doom and then like completely forget that obviously that means that now there's a Doombot here. Well, it's the last game we're playing with the deck. We're going for the 50-50. It'll be fine, guys. Don't worry about it. I mean, that works too, man. Like, you do you. Playing your sick-ass Shang-Chi. It's very surprising to me that, like, he did not consider the fact that, like, I played something that was 5 into the vault when he had 6. Unless he might have just thought I was really, really confident about, him playing Heimdall, which I kind of was. Okay, cool. So after 10 games with that deck, we went a net of -1 cubes, which is much better than the first deck. Okay, so you're probably starting to see the power of Sandman now. Now this next one we're only going to do 5 games with, because I think it's a bit more boring. But basically, this is a Shuri Sandman deck. I was thinking about it, and obviously the weakest thing that this deck runs into is Shuri. And then I was like, well, what if we just put Sandman into a Shuri deck? Obviously it doesn't have the same high hit points as it does with Red Skull, but I think you've still got some good options here. I also snuck Arnim Zola in because I was just like, this is just quite funny. I think Arnim Zola is really mean, and I don't think you see it enough. But then on top of that, there's a couple of good cards like Arrow, She-Hulk, and then the rest is just kind of like a quick that's a Shuri deck. I also kind of feel like Shuri decks don't ever really want to play more than one card a turn unless they're running She-Hulk, so I've snuck Electro in just to make it easier to get Sandman. The rest is kind of like very standard, you know, Sunspot, Armor, Lizard, Taskmaster, Cosmo. Nothing too exciting to say, and again, like I said, Captain Marvel, I don't know, I'm just feeling like Captain Marvel. This is kind of like a Captain Marvel x Sandman sort of video. Okie dokie, right, let's see how we do with this. If these games are really, really exciting, we'll do more than 5, but I just feel like no one wants to see Shuri gameplay. I mean, maybe because everyone has Shuri, so. Unpopular opinion, I find that Lizard's quite overhyped in my opinion. I just don't really like him that much. I think he's a good card. It's just like, when I play against him, he seems to always do quite well. But then when my, like, opponents play him, when I play him, it's like, he always just seems to get, like, hit really hard by the -3 bat. Which I guess is kind of the point, right? Like, I get how it's a good card. It's just, you know, oh, am I getting Galactus? No, okay, I'm gonna get Galactus though. This is fun. Choices. We've got Arrow, so as long as we maintain priority, we can pull his Galactus off. So we just want to try and make sure. Is this a bot? Why would you ever do that? I'm so confused because now he can't even Galactus.
Oh, snap.
I'm just gonna snap because I just don't understand what just happened. I feel like my brain just broke. Why would you play the Psylocke mid? Is that there? How do we lose? I guess he could Shang-Chi left and then try and Galactus, but like, other than that, what is happening? I'm sorry guys, I feel like my brain just... Huh, I am literally stunned.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Okay, cool, alright. Well, that's not going to work out for you really, is it now? Because you can't really Galactus then. That would have worked if, like, I hadn't played anything. But yeah, I'm just going to Arrow left. I'm just not really... very confused. Maybe I'm missing something? Yeah. Okay.
Victory.
Alright, wicked. Well, that's a great start. As you guys can see, when you put the meta card Shuri into the deck, it instantly starts performing much better. Okay. So I've got priority right. So hear me out, just in case he Galactus us, we're going to play Sunspot mid and then pass. The fact that he didn't play anything is cracked. I'm like, what? Is he that worried about his Galactus getting countered or something? Yeah, I mean, I'll play the free She-Hulk. You know what? Unless he switched decks. Okay, fine. Fair enough. Has he just switched decks on the fly? Because I do this sometimes. Sometimes if I lose to someone and it annoys me, I literally, like, switch decks, like, instantly, and try and re-queue back into them. And sometimes it works. And I know that sounds like a really scumbag strategy, but yeah, like, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, maybe this is Electro, but why Electro? Maybe this is Galactus, but why would you have, what's it called? Touch. Okay. I don't get why you'd have, what's it called? Shoot, Zabu in there. I've got a Sunspot out. I can wait. I could Shang-Chi right, but if Shang-Chi's right, I just get to play something where Monster is, so that's not too bad. I guess my worst draw here is Taskmaster, but... okay. It's kind of fine. I mean, Arnhem Zoe is also pretty bad. Are we passing again? I think we kind of got to pass again, really. You might win this one, just because we're just drawing, like, nothing. Okay. Well, we can play our Arnhem now. Yeah, I guess we're playing Arnhem and just hoping that it hits Captain Marvel or Arrow. Captain Marvel would be ideal, but I guess Arrow kind of works too. But then the Arrow... we're never winning right? So we kind of want it to hit Captain Marvel. It depends what he plays. I mean, he can't play Galactus. He's only killed 1 minion, so he can't play Death. If he plays Null, Null's got 9 attack. I don't know, man. This guy's got a very strange playstyle for a Galactus deck. The Doc Ock was good. The Doc Ock got me. I wasn't expecting that. When I play Doc Ock, I seem to pull like loads of ridiculously huge stuff and then not draw my Shang-Chi. So I'm glad it works for someone, you know. Okay, yeah, no, fine. Yeah. Not gonna quite do it this time, I'm afraid.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Beautiful, well done, guys. Oh, we lost the cubes back. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I should have stuck around and emote and stuff, but like, strange guy. If you're watching this, please reach out because I want to understand your thought process. What we're going again. Should we just go for the instant snap? I think we should, guys. I think we should just snap and see if he just sticks around for it. We've got reveal, so we can just arrow just to make sure we don't blow up our stuff. Or we can just Electro Lizard, and then if he blows it up, he blows it up. Choices, eh? We're gonna go with the Electro Lizard. Yeah. He never hits for that. It's fine. See? Big brain. So he runs Shuri and Zabu and Shang-Chi. Very interesting. Sugar and spice. I think we're fine with just Big Sandman here, right? We're just going to go Big Sandman left. So I think the main thing we're looking for here is to make sure that he doesn't... See, I don't get this. So if I was him, I'd retreat, because surely he's just playing Galactus here. Because anything he plays, I'm just going to suck. I mean, if he plays Shang-Chi, then like fine, but like, yeah, if that's Galactus, it's like, yeah, cool, yeah. Weird guy.
Victory.
3 times in a row as well. So all this has done is shown that this deck goes pretty well against Galactus. Let's see if we get him again. Matchmaking OP. Then Sentinels Lead Love 2. I mean, I'm sure that's from the Battle Pass, but I actually haven't seen that title yet. That's pretty funny. Okay. I love it when it doesn't load into the game. Right, here we go. What are we playing? Just playing the normal deck. No worries. compared to that other thing we were talking about earlier, I really like this Captain Marvel. Cool. Okay, could be Darkle. Zoo. Okay. Not at the highest power here. Have +3 power. I kind of like playing Sunspot, though. I don't know. So ultimately, right? I think that we're probably going to be looking to play something left than an Arnim Zola rep, right? As in, like, Arnim Zola hits so it goes across, not Arnim Zola right. You know, words, directions, all the same. Everything in between. Ironheart, okay, cool. Is this a bot? I don't even know what bot decks look like anymore, I'm not gonna lie. Electro, not terrible. I'm kind of thinking it's Sandman snap time, do you know what I mean? Is it Sandman snap time? Yeah, it's Sandman snap time, 100%. So the thinking here is that obviously it's some kind of Kazoo deck. He's probably going to want to play a bunch of cards in his last turn. Seems like it's a pool 1 and 2 deck. Yeah, there could be a Sarah, so... Okay, so Omega Brain time, right? So, if I was him... Well, actually, what am I doing? He can only play 1 card, so let's just play Arrow. We lose to Squirrel Gal. If he's got Squirrel Gal, fair play. But if he's got Squirrel Gal, we Arrow right. This loses to America Chavez. So what do we think's more likely? America Chavez. Or right. If he plays America Chavez, this is currently it's only a 5, so this isn't even that big. Do we play around America Chavez or Squirrel Gal? Because I genuinely think those are the options. I think we play around America Chavez. Let's go play Squirrel Gal, man. I can feel it. No! I knew it! I knew it! Man, honestly, that's so funny. Like, you can't even be mad at that, man. Like, I fucking knew it was Squirrel Gal. Honestly, Marvel Snap needs to add so you can message people after games. I can see why they haven't, because people would be really salty. I mean, think about how salty people are with emotes. But like, oh, I had to fucking read, man. It's just like, it's clearly someone playing Pool 1 and Pool 2, so it's gonna be Squirrel Girl, fucking American Stars. Like, oh, it was Kazoo. Why would you run American Stars? Man, I'm so upset. At least, right, you guys appreciate that I'm capable of critical thinking. I just, you know, I took a gamble. If it had been America Chavez and I pulled it, I definitely would have got, like, spam emotes as well. Man. The big house. Okay. So, the only thing about playing Cosmo here is that obviously we can't play. We're going to struggle to play anything into Big House. Oh, pardon me, I've got hiccups. I might just pass and play the She-Hulk next turn so I can actually get something into Big House. It's my guy playing Dazzler. Should we just play Electro? I don't know, this feels like a lot. These locations suck for us. Yeah, okay, we'll play Electro, I guess. I think maybe the plan is that we just like make a really big okay, let's just playing Kazal. 2 Kazal in one day. Maybe the plan is we just make a really big Sunspot we can draw on and solar, and then we just on and solar it. Is that going to be good enough though? Is that actually going to make a difference? Probably not. This is such a bad line. Yeah, I'm out. I'm genuinely out. I've got nothing. That was very sad.
Escape.
Those locations just cucked us so hard. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if like playing Arnim Zola was even a good idea. It was just for me, right? Okay. Next theory. Yeah, great. Golden Gods. I blame Lizard. It's like I said at the start, playing this deck. Lizard, not the one. I think we're also going to do the full 10 games with this deck too. A, for consistency, so we can see how it compares to the others, and B, because it's actually a bit more entertaining, I thought it would be. I've never really played the Shuri deck, so if I'm playing it all completely wrong, that is 100% why I'm not a Shuri gamer. Although saying we're not a Shuri gamer. I think we're just going to play Sandman here, to be honest. I want to snap. I'm doing it. We're heading. We got cards in each location, right? You know where we get Galactus. We got the perfect curve as well, right? So we Sandman, Shuri. Oh, I played Sarah. Oh, no, it's a Miracle Death. Oh,
Wind, aid my hand.
just play the Shuri. So this is why I think that Sandman works well with Shuri, because we are literally like my guys just like stopping them playing more than one card a turn, right? So let's say we have something like okay, right, so here's the play, right? We play Captain Marvel mid. As long as he doesn't play the crap absolutely cracked. Okay, so he can either play Shang-Chi or he can play Silver Surfer. And if he plays Silver Surfer, then he loses, right? So if we play Taskmaster, we beat it, we beat Shang-Chi, we beat Shang-Chi mid, we beat Silver Surfer. Yeah, this seems good. And then worst case scenario, Captain Marvel goes flying. Like, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's a bit faulty of him.
Victory.
Alright, cool. I think that so far this deck's performing the best. You can debate whether that's because of Sandman or because of the fact that it's got like mostly like 80% of the Shuri cards. I don't know. Okay, same guy. So we know what he's running. We know he's running a Sarah deck, so that's cool. Oh yes. Cloning Bats plus Sunspot. But I was going to say 100% the guy runs Killmonger if he's playing all threes. Beautiful. We're just going to snap again. I think we just kind of have to. It's a shame we can't play Cosmo this turn, but that's fine. I think he might even blow up my. I mean, he's got priority, so if he plays his Killmonger out, he plays his Killmonger out. Okay. That's a bit cracked though, playing Professor X. It's like, unless he swapped his list that quickly. Yeah, my man doesn't like Sandman. Oh, there goes Cosmo, that's a shame. Worried. As much as I want to keep playing Sandman, I'm just conscious of that, not Sandman, Sunspots, I'm just conscious of the fact that, like, yeah. Yep. And also, he can copy that, so we may well just play it again next turn. Which is a bit rough for us. So here's the thing as well, right? We just have to keep. We just have to maintain enough power. Because if we arrow here and we pull his stuff across, I don't think it's going to be big enough, unfortunately. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be big enough. Unfortunate. Rough. How weird though, imagine just running SRX. I mean, it works, clearly, but imagine just running a Silver Surfer Sarah list and it's like, oh, it's put the pressure on. I reckon we swapped decks. There's no way that was the same deck we played the first time. There's no way that we, like, had Sarah and also had Silver, like, I don't know, man. That's like, I think that's the beauty of Marvel Snap. You just get absolutely surprised. Okay, well, those are terrible for us. Easy Sunspot, man. Easy Sunspot. Yeah. Snap that, baby. I do just follow the match though, of like Electra into Sandman as a snap. It's like, you know, he's running cards like Agent 13, he's clearly like wanting to play more than one card at a time. Okay, Starlight Citadel could be relevant, so he tries to get rid of Limbo and it swaps that. Cable, yeah, that's fine. Never come, right there. Probably got Shuri now in my luck. Okay, cool. You can see my arm now, which is interesting. Kind of tempted to just skip this turn. I think I'm actually going to. I think I'm like very tempted to try and hit my Sunspot on Zolo. I'm just concerned. Like, does Devil Dino have enough room to run? What's it called? Killmonger. Yep. It'd be a shame if I was foolish enough to, you know, put all my eggs in one basket. I could have lost this though, which I'm really doing. I could have played armor, to be fair. That was my bad. I should have played the armor. Oh well. I mean, I think my idea was I wanted to try and Arnim Zola my Sunspot. I think there's a reason that Arnim Zola has been Shuri decks. It's just not very efficient, is it? There's still time for this deck to go positive. We've got 2 more games of it. Ooh, Orchis Forge. Haven't seen that for a while. You know what? We're going to play into it. Why not? Let's fill our hand with Sentinels. I think we're just being too liberal with the snap, but I think that comes from the fact that we're already infinite. I think like that really like changes the way you sort of like perceive the experience. Okay. Kind of sense it's just arrow here, to be honest. Might even just arrow more sentinels. I think I want a bit of power or something else just to spice things up. Okay, just get the red skull out nice and early. I am tempted to play Shuri here. I think we probably should, right? We've got priority reveal, so can't block it. Oh my god, did we draw really that badly? We'll just pass here, right? Yeah, that's fine. Taskmaster away, my dude. So he's got reveal priority, so he can't. The problem is, right, it's like air. Well, error's not even that big an issue, really, is it? I think we just do this. If the arrow is like we still win. Yeah, you can't change us. Okay, right. This is actually good stuff. Alright, I've spent all video doing fucking terrible stuff. That was a good stuff. I mean, a lot of people would be like, oh, I just take the 2 cubes, but like, I don't think that guy was gonna stick around. I think like, if you actually did the maths, you'd probably be like, oh, okay, guys, we're on -4 cubes with this deck. If we win this game, we will have gone positive. So depressing. Oh, it's still gonna come down to that expansion as well, surely. It's got to come down to that expansion. Space throne. Okay. We do love a good space throne. You know, we're gonna play armor right. Lost Diablo space. Okay. Well, we've got the sacred combo, so I think we're gonna have to snap. Like, legally it's wrong to not snap. This is where we get Green Goblin mid, and then Los Diablos destroys expansions. Okay. Sure.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Don't love that. That doesn't help me like at all. Nice. Nice. Good Juggernaut, good Juggernaut. We like the play, it just did not work out. So we're going to Sandman mid, because if he decides to enchant as well Sandman for any reason, he's also enchanted as our Electro, so we're going to our cards back. Enjoy your 1 card, that's it. Oh, JJ. JJ. Okay, right, so here is the Omega Brain player today. Arnim Zola, into 4, Mjolnir, win game. What could possibly go wrong, guys?
Mjolnir. Mjolnir.
I recognise that this could lose quite easily as well. Okay, so right, so like, let's say my guy here decides to play Magneto, right? Surely it's Magneto.
Victory.
The pressure's too much. Fair enough. Okay, well, that went, that deck went -2 cubes, so currently the 3rd ranking best. So now that the amateurs are out of the way, I present to you a Sandman deck that I actually do believe could be quite good. And it's called Sandor. So it's a twist on Lockjaw using Sandman. You will notice that the common elements retain from the other decks, so we got some ramp in here. We obviously got our boy Sandman. I wish I had a Vogue variant. And then we got some Lockjaw stuff. I literally did not want to put Leech in here because I just think that it's really boring to just be like, oh look, it's a Lockjaw deck, and then it's just, you know, another deck with Leech in it. Again, Captain Marvel, I guess. Captain Marvel could be swapped for Leech. But like, you know, it's a Lockjaw deck, so I think there's a lot of room for like you to personally do what you like with it. But I've tried to include cards that I think have really benefit from the Sandman effect. So Doom's really good because Doom hits 3 lanes. Infinite's good because obviously they'll be committing your Shang-Chi's and just removing your Infinite when you've probably already got other stuff in the lane. Arrow's really good because if you only get to play 1 card and it gets sucked somewhere else, that sucks. And then I've just got Jubilee in here as well, and I think like the whole idea here is just to get the Sandman out as quickly as possible. That's the wrong deck. So let's give it a go. 10 games. We're going to gain 3 ranks here. Back-to-back wins. Please, I need a clickbait title for this insanely long Sandman video, otherwise no one will watch it. Everyone may have just skipped to this timestamp, because this timestamp might just be called "This deck actually works." Escape, please, daddy. It's a sign. Do you know what I mean? It's a sign, but I'm sure he's just gonna get blown up by Galactus. Alright, well, we're not gonna snap just in case we do get Galactus. Ooh, Master Moles. I have not seen Master Mole before. This feels like a very unfortunate. That was a dope animation! Okay, well, this is a very unfortunate deck to get Master Mold into. Far sinister. Guys, you're spoiling me. Okay. I don't want to snap though. I think we want to. Zardu. Surely it's like a Ronin thing, right? Like, surely we're going to see Ronin come down. I also love the crystal. I've been playing with crystal quite a bit, and I'm getting ready to show you guys my supreme crystal deck. I just have not quite got there yet. I really think we're just going to get dunked on with, what's it called? Ronin. So hopefully this just beats Ronin. Yeah, there's Ronin. Cool deck, man. Cool deck. And the annoying thing is I've just pulled over Ronin's head, so I don't know if I can do that. Right, I think we're retreating. Fair play. That is literally exactly the deck that I had in mind for Master Mold. I don't know if I would have put Crystal on it though. Okay, well. Rough. Can't wait to play with Master Mold in like 4 years. Okay, Jubbly. We do have the sacred combo. Sunspot off the top? Lockjaw off the top, okay. I feel like my guy's playing a Shuri deck, so we're gonna go a bit easy on this one. Wait, okay. Oh, maybe it's Galactus. We've got first reveal. Okay. So probably destroy. Interesting not deathing mid. Right even. Middle. Fucking hell. Excuse my French. I'm not convinced. I want to snap, but something just doesn't feel right. Okay. Well, that's very beatable. I'm very confused. I mean, we might just get done by a Galactus mid on the last turn. It would be very strange. Okay, so let's say he's Shang-Chi's, right? So Shang-Chi would kill. Shang-Chi would kill Infinite, and that would leave us with 11, 16 power. This isn't great. I kind of want to just arrow mid. It's just the problem is if he doesn't play Shang-Chi, this sucks. We're gonna go for it though. I feel like it's probably Shang-Chi, right? And then the Captain Marvel can always fly if we need it to, yeah. Squirrel Girl. Okay.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
And that's why Captain Marvel's in the deck, ladies and gentlemen. We did it.
Victory.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, so my hopes for the nerfs when they make the adjustments to Thanos, when they do the next adjustment patch, is they just don't nerf Lockjaw, because it's just not fair, right? I think Lockjaw opens up so many opportunities, and I mean it's tough, but like, I mean, my honest opinion is that I don't really want them to nerf many cards. Like, I genuinely don't think they should. I think, like, it's wrong to, This is going to give us 4 energy next turn. Don't be Galactus. Agatha. Okay, cool. Alright, wicked. So this is probably some kind of discard deck, surely. I mean, it could be anything with Agatha, right? But wait, what an absolute dude. I kind of want to, like, concede out, like, honor. Yeah, I just don't want them to, like, I don't know, I think they nerf stuff with this game. Like, if they do too many nerfs and buffs, it just isn't good. And I think the stance they've taken on the token shop and card economy, they kind of, like, can't really afford to nerf stuff constantly. Because it just won't feel good for the players. Like, imagine spending all of those tokens on a card and it just gets nerfed. Like, and I know that's a very common criticism, it's not something that anyone not something that people haven't heard before. Like, it would really, really suck. I would be really, really upset. Especially, like, I mean, I play this game, and I love this game, but, like, if you play, like, once a week and you've saved up for Thanos, like, not once a week, but if you do just dailies, for example, and you've spent all that time, like, saving up for, Thanos, for example, and then, like, they just nerf Thanos the moment you get him, like, that can't feel good, and that's, like, very nice. Okay. So hear me out, I think we're playing Infinite. Oh my god, is he playing Infinite as well? Are we about to get dunked on by an Infinite? I think we are. I genuinely think my guy's got Infinite in his hands. It could be She-Hulk, right? Oh, I gotta know. I've gotta see it. That's Infinite, right? Yeah. Cracked. Fair play. So for the record, if we were trying to climb, we would have 100% retreated there. I mean, I think he thought I had Infinite as well, right? That was very obvious. So yeah, I'm surprised he didn't snap. If he'd snapped, I would have backed because, like, yeah. But the fact that he stayed, you know, I do it for you guys. If I was playing, like, off camera, I would have definitely retreated there and just been like, yep, probably got an Infinite, not wished here. I do like the cards in Marvel Snap. I do like them a lot. Coming from, like, a background of playing, like, a shit ton of Hearthstone, golden cards, like, didn't inspire me as much as Marvel Snaps. Ooh, Thanos, this would be really nice. Golden cards, like, really good, but, like, I just instantly with Snap, they're just amazing. They just are, and, like, Marvel characters are just so cool. You know what, I actually genuinely think I'm quite happy floating that much mana. I'm very confident that he's not going to have Killmonger. Okay. That was a cool play. What a cool guy running range, honestly. Wow. You know what I've realised as well? We're now 4 games in and we haven't drawn Lockjaw once. Okay. Something terrible? But they never ever hit, like, the Infinite with it, do they? They never, like, hit Infinite with the Leech, because that would have been really, really good for us. But to be honest, I'm kind of, like, happy with how this is going, because yes, it just keeps hitting small stuff, man. And that was his whole turn.
All systems go.
Feels so good, like, having Sandman out against the fucking Thanos player, man, honestly. And you know what? The best part is, unless he moves his Soul Stone, we win here because of the because he can't get Shang-Chi'd. We might lose quite easily. He might move the... But then if he moves the Soul Stone, he loses free power, which won't beat our American Shamas. I don't know, he could just drop Thanos left. That would be pretty savage. I want to stick this one out though, I actually feel like... Oh, that's not Wah! Oh well. You know, I just realised my phone's in text-to-speech this whole time. So I looked down at my phone and... I didn't realise my phone could do text-to-speech, it's such a thing. I looked down at my phone and it was just like... typing before it like had written what I'd said like a minute ago, and I was just like, huh, I don't remember. I must have like leant on my chest in a very specific way. But now it's very evident that I was typing it with my words. Nice, sick Iceman bird. See, why have Lockjaw? Why go out for Lockjaw when we have Lockjaw at home? Fizzy Tower. Okay. I think we're gonna go Lockjaw here. I think we want a bit of longevity to it. I don't want to have the flexibility of playing both lanes. I also think that we're pathing for Jubilee, right? Something middle Doc Doom, right? So that we actually get the full effects of Doc's Doom. I'm gonna snap here because I'm feeling confident. This always pulls your boy Sandman to mess up his last turn. Always. No infinite for you, my friends. I could even go for an arc here to try and bait in bait out a reaction. I think... I'm trying to think what's left in my deck. I don't think there's anything bigger than a 5 left in the deck, right? So we probably just want to play Doom mid. We can only... oh wait, we can still play 2 cards. Yeah, yeah, 2 cards. We might lose this. I don't know. Depends how he plays it. If he plays Shang-Chi mid and floats mana, we are possibly good. It depends what comes out of the Quantum Tunnel, to be honest. Maybe we should play it into the Lockjaw. I'm just trying to remember what's in this deck, but I think the rest of it's like... There's the Jubilee still in there. I guess the Jubilee could pull the Doctor Doom back out, which would be extremely helpful. Yeah, so there's Jubilee and Psylocke, right? Okay. 0, sure. Oh, yeah, Doctor Doom himself. Oh. Funny. And it pulled the Psylocke. Oh no. Man, I just got cheesed by a guy running a very similar deck to me, but it was all because of the location. Oh no. This is not making Sandman look good, man. Or it's not making you look good, but I promise you, like, I think he's a good card. Oh no, Mr. Sandman himself, you're in trouble. Surely Mr. Sandman is running a Sandman deck, or is that like a really stupid thing to issue? I'm gonna snap. I feel like this is just too good to not snap on. It does fit the meme though that everyone like loves Elysium as they see it and they're like, this is so good, I would possibly beat this, and then the opponent is like, also has Elysium, so also gets the benefit, because, you know. I did that feedback survey for Marvel Snap recently about what features and stuff they should put in the game, and I couldn't tick harder the fact that you should be able to emote locations. Like, being able to emote cards is sick and all, but being able to emote locate, oh my god. Emoting locations is like the most important thing in the world. And they need it, like, now. We're gonna save the arrow because I'm convinced that this could be some kind of, what's it called? Galactus deck, but evidently not. Okay, Sandman, wicked. There's my boy. Oh, it's Deadpool. Okay. So this plays really well against Deadpool as well, because obviously you can't keep playing with Deadpool. I'm glad I early snapped. I really, really am. Oh, and it's Mindscape. Oh my god. Okay. I don't really care about him having any of the other cards, but I don't really want him getting Doom, because Doom's like really, really good. On the plus side, if he's got Killmonger and he doesn't play Killmonger this turn, we reduce his chance of drawing his Killmonger, which is great. Nice, go Jubilee. Okay. Interesting. So we've got his Shang-Chi. He doesn't have Killmonger either, so like he's got nothing really. My deck has no way of killing this Sunspot, so surely we should just play as many stats as we can mid. So we're still going to be drawing from our deck, so we can play... Do we want to play the Deadpool? Or do we want to play the... I'm not worried about... Okay, so he could skip this turn and then play Infinite next turn. Which I don't think is the correct play, but, you know... I would have surrendered by this point. I don't really know, I just got stuck around. Maybe it's... Well, even if his deck has Galactus, I guess he could Galactus into, what's it called? Death. That could be good. But then he would have the top deck Galactus this turn. Also, I don't know if you guys can see, but the Psylocke is like, managed to get the Sandman arm over her. Right, okay, so let's go for the Infinite play, which is fine. Let's just pass. I mean, we could just pass, or we could just play this Deadpool for the same. Yeah.
Victory.
Yeah. I hope they never fix the goofy lockjaw VFX thing where like the cards don't show up properly. Because I mean, it's annoying when you want to see the cards, but the funny little like graphical glitches are quite funny. Put this down. Perfect. I managed to get a good clip of that Sandman Psylocke cross. Right, anyway, that's a game. Machine Wells. Do I want to give him the Psylocke? Not really. Interesting. What do you reckon, Cerebro 2? Just good cards. Could be Zoo. Oh, Murder World. Rough. I'm not that fussed about having these options. If he's running armor, like, fine, play armor right, that doesn't really bother me. Okay. Scarlet Witch is also fine. I think we're like not that fussed about him having right. Yep, you can have a Sandman as well, buddy. I mean, he can only play one card this turn, and if he chooses to play Wave again, I'm happy. Like, double Wave is fine by me. Although if he does play the 4 energy Sunspot for some reason, that could be a really good thing as well. So, Chelsea. No way, is this some kind of weird So I need to be ahead the next turn, basically, in case it's Galactus. So, how do I do that? I don't think I can. I think if it's Galactus, I think we're pretty screwed, but like, we could just be running Hobgoblin. I mean, yeah, if it's Galactus, like, not great. I think we'll see what he plays here. Well, that's ominous, but I think we're just going to arrow and hope for the best, right? I think we got to. If it's Galactus, fair play to him. Oh, well, actually, if it's Galactus, we'll tie, because the Sunspot will gain exactly 1 energy. I don't know, I really don't know what to expect anymore. Okay, well, we're pulling out of it. Okay, cool. I had a feeling it wasn't Galactus, it's just you see Hobgoblin and your brain's just like, oh, it's this Galactus. Which is weird, because when I was coming up, and I feel like this person probably like, well, most people want to pull to card selection. I did the same thing, I was like, I looked at Hobgoblin and I was like, oh, it's really good, it's going to my nose. And it is, I like Hobgoblin. I like putting the goblins in Lockjaw as well. I think there's something really funny about like hitting a goblin and then flying over to the enemy side of the Lockjaw. Terrible for us because stuff we can actually play into it. The Ra. Okay, exciting. This could be Dark War, which isn't great for us. We'll go with the Jubilee. I might just play Captain Marvel left. I feel like that's kind of like trapped in a way. Although the idea of the free card is quite alluring. We'll see what we pull off the Jubilee plus Raft. Because if it's Sandman, that changes everything. Chavez, sure. Try. Okay. I mean, we could Doctor Doom last turn, right? So what about if we... I don't know actually. I'm not sure how much I like that. I think he's playing on Barson as the 1 turn, right? So I think this is a loss, is the thing. I think maybe we do this, and maybe this is good enough. It depends what he's hit. If that's Red Skull, we just put this right. Oh, Captain Marvel, okay. So let's say it's Taskmaster, right? I think it's Taskmaster. We can't play Taskmaster mid. I mean, like... Okay. Is this a really bad play? Probably. I feel like I haven't done enough maths here. I think yeah, we should try. Although this could pull in for it, which would be close. You know what? We're actually a genius. I don't know why we ever doubt ourselves. GG, my guy. I even called it, you know, I even said, yeah, it's Taskmaster this one, it's so obvious it couldn't be Taskmaster. Like, I guess it could have been She-Hulk mid, but then, yeah, we lost to She-Hulk. Well, we're gonna have so much to do at the end of this. 2 games to go, and we're up 1 cube. This is definitely the best deck I've played. But we'll see, we'll see. I could still ruin it, don't you worry, guys. Oh. Quantum Tunnel, oh, it's gotta be done. The easiest snap of my life. Yeah, man, let's do it. I am absolutely down to clown with whatever you're fucking with, man. Nice. We always get Shang-Chi, but it's just funny, you know what I mean? Like, hilarious. Galactus, me bro. Okay. So it is Galactus, but he's made some very interesting choices with this. Like, okay, there's a Doc Ock again. Yeah, I don't know about that. So if he Galactus is, he can't null, right? But I mean, he can death. So, no, not sure I want to play here. I mean, if he Galactus is right, like, yeah, we might lose this. I guess we could pull the Galactus mid just to give us a bit more stuff to do. Okay, death, fine. Okay, I guess he's not going to play Galactus this game then. Well, sure. Could Shang-Chi left, I guess. This could be the ultimate fake out, and he might just go for a Galactus on turn 6 right, which is why I kind of want to play the Captain Marvel over there. But I'm guessing, I mean, it's interesting, isn't that? I guess he hasn't drawn it, so.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Okay. Still fine. We still don't massively see how he's going to win this. Because he can only play one card this turn, right? So, like, if he plays, what's it called? Shang-Chi, he loses left. If he plays Galactus, he loses right. Like, I don't really get what the plan is here. I think maybe he wasn't expecting me to play mid last turn. Sure, Shang-Chi, yeah. Cool. Nice, big null. Okay.
Higher, further, faster,
Yeah.
baby.
That was interesting. Disappointment of the year. We just got up to name, bro. Who would have thought, guys? We got an 8-cube win. There we go. We've got our title for our video. Sandman robs 8 cubes. Last game of Sandman Sunday. Of Sunday. You can tell I've only had like 3 hours sleep. I'm literally still asleep. Wrath, not our favourite with this deck, but it's fine. I'm kind of feeling this because I can Electro next turn into Voromir, even though actually it doesn't really do anything for us.
Enough
Does it?
said, Bubba.
Is this guy playing Galactus? Well, we've got the Sandman in hand, so I think we want to do this just because, like, at some point we might want to play a bigger minion, and if we like aero it, we don't necessarily want it to bounce back.
Enough said, Bubba.
There you go. I think we're in a good spot. This is the last turn he's going to be able to play more than one card, and like, it's clearly like a death deck, isn't it? So. think we're gonna arrow here. I think arrowing's like a really good play. Because it pulls stuff over to New York, and then like he's already gonna have to play into New York next turn. Well, not gonna have to, but stuff's already gonna get played over there anyway. Okay. It'd be sweet if this bounced into New York. Yeah, that's good. That's nice. Very interesting. I don't know, man. I mean, he's gonna play death, right? Yeah, probably a bit of an early snap on my part. I don't know. I felt a bit like not great about snapping with that, but I think that's part of the problem with this deck. Okay, so in conclusion, we gained 7 cubes with that. I think undeniably it's probably the best version that I've shown off here. I think Sandman's really good. I think he's a very niche card. So like, in terms of like rating out of 10, I think if you were going to rate the guy out of 10, it would probably be like a 6. He's very good at what he does, but he's incredibly niche. He can limit you as much as he limits your opponent, and currently like a lot of stuff works well against him. So like in the meta, as you've seen, like Shuri, very good in Sandman. A lot of other decks just don't care about playing 1 card a turn. I think if a meta comes around again where it's like Zabu Surfer, he's going to be insanely OP, probably will get a nerf, and at that point he would definitely go up. I think he's a really good card. I think he's really cool. Do I think you should spend tokens on him? No, not really. I think if you unlock him, he's fun, he's enjoyable, but he is not worth spending tokens on. I think there's a lot of other cards that like make your deck building experience a lot more interesting. Definitely a fun card, definitely a cool card, definitely one that like you have to consider with every card that comes out in Marvel Snap. I think if I had Master Mold, I'd probably have more use for him, and you'll probably see another video when I get Master Mold. But yeah, 6 out of 10, not a bad card. I hope I've given you some inspiration. If you've got Sandman, give him a try. He is honestly really fun to play, and it does feel really good when you nail people with him, especially Thanos players. But yeah, I mean, all the decks went negative, or basically even, with the worst being the Sandy Spectrum one. Again, I think there's a lot of room for this to work. I think maybe I'm just not playing the ultimate build. I also think as more ongoing cards come out, it can be a lot better. These two in the middle, kind of even, a bit more neat combo-y. This Shuri deck, man, I feel like if you want to play Shuri, just play Shuri. However, the Sandman is kind of a nice tech option against Thanos decks. Doesn't really help against Leech or anything, but it can do. And lastly, I think Lockjaw is a really good place for Sandman to put in, because you can just play the Lockjaw and you can still get lots of value off playing a single card a turn. I think Captain Marvel could be subbed for something better. I think Wave could be subbed for something better. I think a lot of the cards here could be subbed for something better. Maybe I'll make a separate video. If you guys want to see more Sandman, let me know, and I'll probably just refine this deck a bit. Yeah, it's been enjoyable, and I've been struggling to find something that I've enjoyed whilst playing Marvel Snap. I've been struggling to find something I want to play, so it's nice to have something I've actually enjoyed. So if you want a bit of a laugh, I'd recommend trying out Sandman. Before we go, we're going to do some card boosters. This is going to be a pixel variant without a doubt. Oh my gosh, I can't even make it up. Even if I don't have a vulture, I don't want to use that vulture. Like, why? It's so ugly. That's definitely the worst. I've seen other people like Snaps and talk about this and say that they hate that variant. I fully agree. Cool. Well, we've got 1,000 credits though, so let's upgrade some cards before we go. I just got a tuner as well. Like, I know I should not do chess when they announce their delisting things, but I just don't care. And like, I'm just trying to brute force my way to a full collection. And then I got a tuner like 3 boxes after they announced it. I was like, yep, wicked. Let's do Black Panther. We've got enough. Oh, we've got enough for 1 level. Cool, dudes. This box is going to be Master Mold. Okay. You got to believe it. You got to say it with confidence, right? And I think the game knows there's a bit of doubt in my heart. Cool. I am perpetually upgrading my Sunspell. Let's do something. I have so many sunspots with this. I just love the guy, man, you know. And I don't know why I'm still doing it, because I think Inkified is like the best effect for a card, but I don't know, there's just something about splitting my sunspot forever. Okay, this one's Master Mold. Okay, 200 gold's fine. Like, we have literally got how many sunspots now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. 11 sunspots. Cool, right, well we're gonna have to go down a bit further to the green section now. You know what, I actually really would love. That actually looks pretty good, to be fair. I haven't seen the Red Goblin one with the rainbow background. I didn't even look at this, but and I think that's it. So I don't actually think I have any boosters for it yet. Oh no, that's right. I've got this amazing Vulture Bearer. Cool. Well, if you've made it all the way to the end, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's actually been really enjoyable playing Sandman, even if we net gains. Did we net gain exactly 0 cubes? 6, 1. No, we actually net gain lost 3 cubes. So, you know, all's well that ends well. If you've enjoyed this, let me know. If there's a card you'd like to see me experiment with, or you'd like to get help with some creative deck building, please feel free to suggest. I'm happy to play anything. If not, I've been Mr. Sandman. It's been a really great time. Please like, comment, subscribe, etc. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a great one.